false prophet, by the way. You have the
How to become a millionaire on a homestead.
You gave me your faith when
Actually, scaly skin. No. Look.
Chip that can produce
Country of Sweden is aiming to be the first country on the globe that doctors write prescriptions for you to visit because it is such a haven of health and wellness. According to Visit Sweden, Sweden is like a natural health remedy, which is why doctors from around the world can now prescribe Sweden for the benefit of their patients. So would you go?
Yeah, I have family. Yes. I have Swedish family, so yeah, I absolutely would.
I don't have Swedish family, and I'd still go.
Talk to your doctor about Sweden.
Not trying to do a racism, but I have Swedish fish. Can I just go? Is that where Swedish fish come from? I'm not trying to do a racism. Welcome back, goons. You're watching Explore the Weird. Hey, follow-up question. Is the like button legal there? I also go to places where the like button... Never mind. Hey, I got some more creepy, weird, strange For You page content. Let's get right into it.
Let's go to the mountain.
chip that can produce basically stem cells. You guys check it out.
Only about the size of a cufflink, the device itself is small, but what it could represent is enormous. In this laboratory at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, researchers demonstrate the concept. Simply place this chip on an injured part of the body and apply a small electrical current.
This process only takes less than a second. The chip does not stay with you, and the reprogramming of the cell starts.
That reprogramming turns skin cells into nearly any type of cell doctors might need to treat a patient. A breakthrough technology in regenerative medicine. For example, in a leg that is badly injured and lacks blood flow, doctors simply touch the chip to the leg and reprogram the skin cells to become functioning blood vessels.
In many cases, in 7 days, you start seeing changes, and these changes persists.
Within a week, there are active blood vessels, and by the second week, the leg is saved. In fact, in lab tests, it even worked in the brain, helping mice recover from strokes. In humans, this could allow doctors to grow brain cells on a person's skin under the guidance of their own immune system. They could then harvest those cells and inject them into the brain to treat conditions like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease.
That is wild. That is wild. And they took out all those resonance and harmonic machines in the hospitals way back. Why did they do that if we're finding information? We're literally finding out the same things we've already found out. And they take the things away and they were going in circles back again. What is up with this? Oh, yeah, just put some electricity on these things and things happen. Yeah, it's almost like we're electrical beings, light beings, water beings. We're all the beings. Gonna keep...
Have you ever seen a diamond mosaic? So this is about 40 carats of diamonds made by the French jeweler Guissot. This is a rendition of the skyline of New York. And notice how prominent the blimp is. It's because that kind of air travel was really new and exciting when this was produced. And of course, the other really new and exciting element in New York City that is featured in this is the Chrysler Building.
Wait, they have like a sailboat on there and then airship, but like they don't have any. Never mind. And the Chrysler Building. All right, cool. Love the airship. Interesting. So what is that? Like a bracelet? How much does one of these set you back? Is it like a neck choke? Never mind. I'm just trying to figure it out. Hey, I'm into fashion, all right? I'm into jewelry, but I'm not weird. Wait, but I explore the weird. Sorry, we're getting...
The false prophet, by the way. You have the Antichrist, and then you have the false prophet, and that's Elon helping the Antichrist. Another test, like I said, for humanity. Skynet and Terminator, and he has, is Starlink. The dark force comes through the AI, and it's surrounded by these satellite systems, which then it comes through and it's bringing the energy of the planet down into the underworld. Reason that Elon wants to link to Mars because that force is very strong on Mars. So it wants a direct system to come through that energy so it can completely invade our planet.
Wow.
There's these like videos of him when he's walking and he's going like this and stuff. That, yeah. That's extreme possession.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know if that was like autism or something.
No,
but...
he's extremely possessed. In the movie The Fifth Element, Gary Oldman plays this character and guess what? It's this dark force that's given him all this technology and power. It's trying to basically take all the resources and everything and then keep humanity in a state of where they're suffering. That's its ultimate like perfect setup.
I have no idea where she gets her information, but I guess in her timeline, that's what she's foreseen. But hey, in our timeline, the goon timeline, the best timeline, hey, sometimes when you have ADHD, sometimes when you have ASD or ASM disorders, like, you gotta stretch, you gotta hyperextended ligaments, all right? You gotta do the things. I think there's a quick jump to conclusions, but like in our lifetime, we're gonna see this? Like, really? Really? What is she, like, how does she know? You know, like, come on now.
Humanity, you gave me $30,000 and I gave you my heart. You gave me your faith when I disappeared, and I gave you my promise that I would never quit and never give up, and now we are here after 5 years of hard work, 8 months of back-breaking upgrades and labor. It is the last time to run the world's first solar continuous, say it with me, microwave pyrolysis reactor, baby. Mark 4.5. We are here. And when I turn this machine on, it will be history. Not only because it is an invention and the first of its kind, but because this is sending a message to the world, letting the world know that we are done. It does not matter. We're not going to wait on some big corporation, some big government to do what needs to be done. If we need to do it ourselves, we will do it ourselves, because this is our world. This is our earth. And we care and we protect it. And we protect and care for each other too. So, without further ado, desde mi corazón y mi alma, vamos! We got the vacuum pulled. It's time to turn on the magnetrons now. We are now operating at full power. At full power, absolute capacity. We are consuming 12,000 watts. It's happening! Look at that! It's happening! We all know what that means. Oh my goodness, take a look! There's the oil, everybody! Now is the moment that will make or break this machine. We're about 2 hours in. Now it's time to load in plastic while the machine is running. Now that we have this loaded with plastic, we'll close this valve and then close this valve, pull a vacuum on the thing. Vacuum is being pulled on the chamber. We are now opening this chamber up. Look at that. All right, we'll turn on the blades. Beautiful. That's literally exactly how I want it. Just like that. These blades spinning, plastic falling in while the machine is on, while the machine is hot, while we're still making fuel, baby. The world's first solar continuous microwave pyrolysis reactor. I fed in the plastic from up here too fast, clumped together. That's what happens. That's why we had to employ this really sophisticated auger blade system, because plastic, especially under these conditions, loves to just get staticky and clumped together. Fortunately, I think I could fix this, but not while the machine is running.
Hey, you guys know me, I love exploring, and hey, in his timeline, he's figuring out humanity's problem and getting that plastilene, that alternate fuel. Glad to see it. But I did get a video from a Tozy that recently told me that, hey, he could have doctored this entire missing thing that he went through, this whole fiasco here. But like, in the end and grand scheme of things, is this worth it? Is this cheaper than other alternatives? I mean, like, are we really reinventing anything if we're just going right back to using an alternate form of combustion? Sorry, I'm just trying to get to that renewable or that eco-friendly fuel, but it's like, when is that going to happen? Is this really changing anything if we're just like, hey, we made it cheaper, or we're using plastic? And I also, if you like, this costs 30,000 just to set up like all this, or I'm assuming more, like, how much will it cost to convert plastic into, like, how much is a keg of, what is it, keg? What is it they call the elements in the oil when you try to sell crude oil? So a barrel? You try to sell a barrel of oil? How much you get for a barrel of oil? See, these are all the right questions. Hey, talking about the right questions. Hey, can we make this video, the video that we hype, can we wake up the other goons? Only with your help can we wake them up. Hey, you made it to this point, you must like what you're watching. Can you watch a future video more than 50% of the way through if you're not gonna hype us out? Hey, did you know that you can go to the Android and iOS devices, Open up the YouTube app. If you don't already have it installed, install it, and you get 3 hypes a week. If you saved any of those 3 hypes, next to the like button is the hype button. Come hype me out. If you're a member and you get the video early, you have to come back when the video goes out to the public, to all the other goons. Hype us out. Come back. Don't forget. Thank you. Love you.
I know that you're an actual gamer. You really do play.
I do, yeah.
Because some people get their skin that they're not players.
Yeah. I just started kind of, I'm not sweaty, but I'm like a little sweaty. Sweaty is when you're like really good at the game.
Oh.
It's either cracked or you're sweaty. So like you're none of those things.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You know what I mean? I'm okay, you know.
You're almost sweaty. You want to be sweaty.
I've been pretty good.
Okay.
Hey, I have hyperhidrosis. Trust me, I'm 100% sweaty when it comes to gaming. Ask all my dusty friends. They know.
There's an actual conspiracy that like today is supposed to be the rapture.
Wait a minute, the rapture is supposed to happen today?
Well,
I guess me and you got
we got behind
sick,
it.
huh?
You're talking about Matthew 24. Jesus says in verse 36, but about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was written in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. Jesus then goes into Matthew 25. He goes into the parable of the bags of gold, or the parable of the talents. There's one person he gave 5 talents to, one person he gave 3 talents to, one person he gave 1 talent to. He leaves some money with his servants. The guy who has 5 takes the 5, invests it. The guy who has 3 doubles up. The guy who has 1 hides his talent. He's afraid. The guys who doubled up, Jesus says, well done, my good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with little things. Now you'll be faithful with more. The big idea from Matthew 24 and 25 is Jesus is coming back. The world's going to get dark. Our job is to utilize our time, our talent, our treasure, our platform, our personalities to usher in the most amount of good.
Okay, I'm not trying to get religious, but like, just understand, this is not the first, and this won't be the last. They're gonna keep making dates, the end of the world dates. Hey, the end of things. The things are of new beginnings. Whatever the things may be, they're gonna keep coming up with them, and they're gonna keep going in circles when it don't happen on the dates that they say. Hey, are you still listening to the same influencers that said they were gonna happen? That this was 100% true? Are they still here in the timeline with you? These are all the right questions.
This guy right here went to the ice wall, I think, y'all. Look, watch this.
First off, right here in New Zealand, Christchurch in Antarctica, it's a gateway to one of the main gateways to Antarctica. Are y'all seeing that right there? And look, this guy right here, he passed away heading back from the South Pole. So literally, they're saying he went to the South Pole and he passed away on the way back. Why did he pass away on the way back? What's up with that? And what's up with that right there? That's pretty wild, man. Y'all got to admit, that's pretty wild. I mean, look at these old world structures, but I just can't get over this right here. The fact that Christchurch is one of the main gateways to Antarctica. Are you joking? That is so daggum cool right there, man. Hey, look, y'all screenshot this right here, and then y'all can read this, man. These dates are very, very strange, if you ask me. Here you go right here, look, boom. One of the main gateways to Antarctica. Huh, sure makes you wonder, huh? Now, what was it? In 1955, Christchurch became the base for... What else happened in 1955?
I have no idea what else happened in 1955. But, like, the plaque says 1997, and the one above that says 1957 to 2007. Like... Wait, by the way, I love seeing this guy in the field. Yes, we need more on-the-field investigations. Can you tell us more? I love this. I love this more than this guy's playing this guy like the other guy does, whatever his face is. Sometimes this guy does it too, but like the other guy.
This is where we get into the Matrix as metaphor, where the player is the spiritual part of you that's outside, and the character is your current life and your current ego. And there is a kind of narrowing, if you will, that has to happen before you enter your avatar, is what it's called. So the term avatar actually came from ancient Sanskrit. What it means is when you have a divine figure who decides to squeeze themselves into a human body. So there's like this narrowing that has to happen.
Wait, I'm going back to what that lady said about like the being sweaty and gaming, and then this guy talking about the avatars, and I'm like, me with the hyperhidrosis. Is future Teddy just a sweaty gamer just playing me as the avatar, and that's why I'm so sweaty? Sorry, everything's making...
Bear versus tiger. Now this one you can see this bear clearly has a cub. Really cool video. I mean, these kind of interactions only happen at places like Ranthambore and places where you have tigers and bears. This is really cool. This is a mama standing up for her cub. You know what they say, never mess with a mother, and in this case the mom was willing to put her life on the line to defend her cub from the tiger that otherwise I'm sure would have tried to have eaten the bear cub. So very, very cool. Never mess with a mama.
Yo, 100% don't even mess with the papa either. Hey, you upset the mama, you upset the papa, then you get the bear claws. And then you get the bear arms. Wait! Regardless! Oh boy. Pew pew joke intended. Hey. All the bears are making sense, and then we're gonna have Goldilocks. It's all about being the perfect thing. I'm so glad that the bear was able to keep its offspring alive. That's literally the key.
You don't see on the head? Wind and sand erosion. You don't see these vertical fissures. But that's the part of the Sphinx that's sticking up above the sand that would be hit by wind and sand all the time.
So
are there chisel marks on it?
Are the chisel marks as precise on the Sphinx's head as they are in the rest of the pyramids? Because if they're imprecise, that would speak to the ancient Egyptians not having civilization, technology.
I don't think there's any of what I would call the advanced tool marks on the head of the Sphinx. No. Well, yeah, there's nothing. Like, there's no computers. There's the whole where are the tools argument is one that gets raised all the time.
And I think you hear this a lot of times with like the skepticism about ancient civilizations. It's like, okay, well, where they live, where are the homes, where are all these things? These are good questions.
They're all buried underneath. Didn't you see on that picture? It was only the head that was exposed. Imagine the things that the body must have seen that the head didn't. It always starts with the head. Yeah, regardless. Interesting. Hey, are they gonna let us dig more? And there's even more structures down there. We just gotta keep digging. When are they gonna let us
For the first time ever in history, a species has cloned another species. And I'm not talking about us. It was the queen of the Mesorubicuous ant. I think that's how you say it. And it cloned the mesostructure ant by using science that we barely understand. What this queen did is it mated with this other ant species, which is not possible. Instead, it just stole the sand sperm. Then it took it back to her eggs. And this is actually where it becomes like not believable. She proceeded to extract her nuclear DNA from these eggs. That's science. But she did not remove her mitochondrial DNA. This is all part of her evil genius plan. When these eggs finally hatch, they hatch as mesostructure ants. The ants she cloned. But this is where the evil genius plan comes in. Naturally, these structure ants would go back to their normal colonies. But the queen specifically left the mitochondria DNA there to prevent this. It carries her pheromone. So if these ants try to go back, they're gonna die. So the ants become trapped and are forced to be the worker ants. That's messed up. Main point, ants might be smarter than us. Don't underestimate them. I mean, we still don't understand how they do this. Other than that, thanks for watching and follow for more.
Wait, so there's like some kind of like ant scientific laboratory where they're doing the extraction, or this is like some chemical process, or like, wait, we don't understand this, but like it's happening? This seems like a kidnapping story or something. This sounds wild. This sounds horrible. The ants are literally... They got a system. They got more social credit than we anticipate. And not only that, they lock you in. They find you and they lock you in. You can't even escape. This is wild. Good to know. What does this now mean for the rest of us? I was like, hey, I got a buddy that's making clothes all the time. We all.
How to become a millionaire on a homestead in 2 easy steps. Step 1, fence off an area. Step 2, buy some sheep. Step 3, start a lawn care business. And with said lawn care business, make sure all your mowers have baggers to collect the grass clippings. Upcharge for bagging service. Step 4, bring the bagged clippings home, feed it to your animals. Let them eat it, grow, reproduce, and make more. The more they make, the more clients you pick up with your lawn care business. And then you just keep repeating this process. Keep letting them breed, keep picking up more clients. You'll be making more and more money with the lawn care business, feeding more and more sheep. Once you have a lot of sheep and a lot of customers, sell all the sheep and sell the business.
And that's how you become a millionaire on a homestead in 2 easy steps.
Wait, so this guy's a millionaire? Or he's done this a couple times that he's figured it out? This actually sounds genius. When we get the Goonland, is this what we're going to have to do? Except we don't do the selling part. We just keep doing the growing. We have multiple Goonland locations that you can just navigate to and just find the blissfulness, peace. Except we're not a CULT. We're just have a board of goons that just rotates. Come on, it's plausible.
Okay, now watch this. They're going to plant a seed and a plant's going to grow. Here's what I want you to look at. First off, notice that the seed right there has everything compacted in it that it's going to need. Sticks it down into the soil. He's going to cover it over and going to water it. First thing that's going to happen is the taproot goes down. It starts feeding nutrients. And then from there, a plant is going to start to arise. And like a solar panels, those are going to come up and it's going to start feeding from the sun. Scientists still do not understand how this whole process works. The theory is that plants came from algae 850 million years ago. Creationists, as you can see to the left of me, say that on day 3, the Lord said, "Let the earth bring forth grass," and he spoke it into existence with his voice. Naturalistic or supernatural? What do you think?
I'm feeling naturalistic. They even give out frequencies where they're like hurt and they can tell you like, hey, things are happening around them when they sense danger. It's literally wild. They can telecommunicate. We've learned a lot about the plants. The vegans aren't any better. Sorry. Hey, it's your timeline. You eat whatever you want. But hey, just know that when that plant dies, it knows and it's crying. Oh man. Okay, so I was gonna say, aren't we also like seeds when we first start and then we grow into what we... Cool, we're gonna keep...
That's skin right there. That's actually scaly skin. No. Look at that pattern right there. I think we got ourselves a dinosaur.
After hours of painstaking work.
There's the knee, and then you've got the little calf muscles of the dinosaur where they're bulging out, and you go down to the ankle bones, and these are the toes of the feet. We've got nails at the tips of the toes.
The complete leg of a dinosaur.
In my wildest dreams, I never expected to find a dinosaur leg in this deposit. Yeah.
It does look just like a drumstick.
It looks like a Thanksgiving turkey just laid out in the ground.
Oh, bros, I'm looking at this. I feel like it's sculpted and carved. I'm not seeing... At first I looked at it, I'm like, are you showing me an elephant? I don't know. I'm not the archaeologist. I'm not the expert here. But like, weren't they supposed to be feathers on this thing? Where are the feathers? Scales? Show me the Sorry. But pretty cool that they found something in their timeline. Sounds neat.
What in the satanic worship is going on in 2025? Let me tell you what. Now look here. I found out that they turned CERN back on in December. Have things felt off to anyone? I need to know in the comments. Get in the comment section. Let's talk about what I'm going to say. Now, having said what I just said, allegedly, have things felt... Okay, let me just put this out here. We knew we had moved into a different timeline, right? Allegedly. That felt way more satanic than before, than what we were used to. But things just hyperventilated. Okay? They escalated, hyperventilated, and re-hyperventilated. Some of these people that we remember from our past didn't used to be like this. Like me and my husband we're old in the game, okay? And it's like now we're cool and we're straight for the most part, and everybody else is messed up, and that didn't used to be at all. And all the people from Hollyweird that we thought were cool are not. And some of them, who remembers Val Kilmer unaliving? And that's why they postponed Top Gun 2. Oh, what in the Mandela the fuck effect is going on?
I don't even know. I was like trying to follow. I heard the CERN was turned on. Why do we have to spell out CERN? You can say CERN. It's not against the YouTube algorithm or like Facebook or TikToks or like literally any algorithm. But regardless, what did that have to do with the Top Gun? And I mean, I know Mandela effects. The CERN, they turned it on and collapsed 3 Earths into one, and that's why we got Berenstein and Berenstain differences. But regardless, or the Monopoly man with the monocle, or the peanut guy with the sorry. She's spiraling and it's making me spiral, and I'm like, how did she land to Top Gun 2 being delayed all because of them turning it on in December? I'm just cool. Let me know in the comments down below if what she said makes sense. Hey, are you in the Goon timeline, Best timeline, or are you in her timeline? Just one.
This frightening video shows a pod of orcas attacking a tourist sailboat off Portugal. The so-called killer whales repeatedly ramming the vessel, eventually sinking it. Several people had to be rescued. Later that day, the same pod reportedly attacking another boat.
Oh my God!
It's the latest in a series of aggressive acts by orcas, which can grow as long as 30 feet and weigh up to 6 tons. Some 700 incidents have been reported in recent years, most off Spain and Portugal. In 2023, this orca ripping off a boat's rudder with its teeth. And last year, this $128,000 yacht was taken down by a pod of orcas in the Mediterranean.
All of a sudden, I felt a really loud bang on the back of the boat, and I could feel sort of like a scraping. They carried on attacking and biting the rudder.
Robert Powell and his crew were sailing to Greece when he says at least 5 killer whales attacked his boat. He believes the orcas, known for their intelligence, knew exactly what they were doing.
They knew the weakness of the boat. They knew where to hit it.
But many scientists say orcas are not targeting humans, and the incidents are not meant to be aggressive. Instead, they claim it's most likely just bored teenage orcas having fun and mimicking each other.
Oh my God, they're literally copying the human teenagers as well. And then they just get a slap on the wrist from the enforcement. They don't care. Then they go right back doing it again till they become of age and it's no longer a slap on the wrist. But hey, good to know. Good to know that the animals aren't taking anything for granted and they know what they have. And when you come into their space, they're gonna bite. They're gonna take you down. Hey, would you like it if some punk just came into your living room while you're watching TV and just started blasting all kinds of loud music and you just couldn't do anything about it? No, you're gonna kick the punk out. You're gonna stop his music. Yeah, that's what the orcas are doing. Wait, are the orcas the ones that eat the humans? Sorry, I feel like one of them is human. We're gonna do 2 more. Bro, if I could get that energy that you possess, that you've grown into, you are the bow staff. You possess all the things. You are the dragon warrior. You are. I love this. Oh man, Kung Fu Panda would be so happy. We're gonna do one more to end them all. Yo, her quick actions saved the entire family, even the dogs. That was wild. I hope I can raise mine to be as effective in letting and alerting, hey, when a situation or a dangerous event arises. Oh my God. At first I was like, dude, where are the parents? But you know, in the end, everything, that dad stepped in, he did everything, assessed the situation. I love to see that. I get so much content where it's like, I don't need no man, but man, this man 100% helped in the situation and got it under control. Wow. Glad to see that no one was hurt. Well, goons, we made it to the end. Hey, how'd you do? Did you have fun? What's my doing? How's it going? I don't know. I'm just like confused with the algorithm, and sometimes it's been good, sometimes it's been a mess, but most of the time, at least you're with me, and that's what matters the most. Hey, there should be videos on the screen right now. Click on either one of them to continue that goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. Don't forget to hype this video. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Wake up.